Hello everyone, it's me, Truly, and I'm back. As you can see, I don't have my glasses on. I thought that would help out due to the glare that comes off of them. So forgive me, my eyes are really small. But I'm coming to you today to speak to my sisters, my beautiful queens out there. I'm coming with something that's been on my heart, this matter right here. And it's really, really tugging on me to the point that I feel like I need to speak about it. And I just want to say, ladies, first and foremost, we are all beautiful creatures out here. And we have to start treating each other as such. You know, we have a tendency to look down at one another and bash one another before we even get to know each other. And that's not okay. You know, I've been around for some reason in certain arenas where I'm just passing through and I'm catching women speaking on how if a man's wife was to approach her, what she would do, and or you know, nonsense. That's actually what it is, because if he has a wife and you're willing to deal with that, then you pretty much already signed up for second base. So play your cards, stay in your lane, and let it be what it be. It's kind of funny how I hear women speak of how they signed up for second base, and then all of a sudden you want to be known. You want to run up in his house. You want to tell his wife some stuff. You want to approach her, or whatever the case may be. Unacceptable, ladies. Unacceptable. And to the flip side of that goes to the main woman. You find out your man is talking to this young lady, or he's running around with another woman, or whatever the case may be, and you're ready to go out here and whoop her, beat her, whatever you want to do. It does not change the fact that he gave her the keys to the gate. He gave her access. And with that being said, what do you do with him? I mean, it really sickens me to hear how women go at each other over these guys who evidently don't want to be kept. And if they do want to be kept, then evidently you're just not enough. You know, real talk. Because if you were, then you wouldn't have to worry about cleaning out your backyard or chasing someone out of your house or off your phone line or whatever the case may be. I just don't understand how it's so easy for women, us, queens, to go after one another when in some cases we're both innocent parties. Because in some cases, your man is not telling another woman that he's married or in a relationship. He's leading her to believe and actually admitting out of his mouth that he's not seeing any other woman. I've heard these stories. I've been around. I've seen them. I've even witnessed them firsthand. They don't always tell the truth, ladies. So back up a minute. Calculate everything before you make a fool out of yourself, because in the end, that's exactly what you would do. Because no woman, or even for the fellas, if it's vice versa, take it how it resonates. If either way, no one has access into what you guys agreed that was secluded. If you agree on having a one-on-one relationship with one another, and you find that there's a third party involved, that person just didn't come in and force their way in. They got in by invitation, okay? And however long they've been there, that's a whole nother hurdle to climb. But when you find these things out, it's no need to go after the person that was brought in, because it makes no sense. It's only two people with keys to the gate. That's you and the other person that agreed to lock the gate with you. When any other person gets involved, that person allowed them access. They left the gate open. They gave them extra keys, whatever the case may be. Deal with the individual who made the agreement with you. And if you're not going to deal with it and you're going to stay right there in it, then there's no need to make any fuss about anything. You understand? And I just wanted to put that out there because I see women just going at each other and shutting each other down over these guys, and guys are out here doing whatever. And don't get me wrong, fellas, you have a lot of women out here that's behaving the same way. Have good men at home, willing to do whatever it takes to keep his family satisfied, and she's just not happy. It's not enough for her. You know, I call it greed, selfishness, because in most cases people can't take when you say, hey, well, let's not be sneaky about it, let's not lie about it, let's put our cards on the table. And if you feel like we want to have a moment in time where we're out and about, hanging out, seeing other people and doing what we do, be adults and talk about that. You'll find a whole lot of women and men are open for that, but I mean, because you can't sit and say you want a whole relationship, and then still find time to do things on the side. Have the adult conversation. What's the use of getting caught doing something that you two can agree on to begin with? Therefore, whatever goes. That's your thing. And all people can do at that moment is respect where you're coming from. So I wanted to put it out there because I'm kind of sickening. It sickens me to hear women all constantly threatening other women, or talking about how you would do and what you would say to another woman that probably don't have a clue about you, really. And these guys or the guilty party, whether it's a male or a female, nothing happens there. You walk right past them. What do? Not talk to them for a week? No sex? They don't care. They could get that anyway. They was already doing that. And at the end of the day, you know your person. You know what they do. And 9 times out of 10, when you find out about that person in your gate or backyard, that probably wasn't the first time. So let's be real. Let's be adult about it and deal with it in a more civilized manner. Analyze your situation. Ask yourself truly if this is something you want to continue to put up with. Especially if you feel that you don't deserve it. And I don't feel anybody can do anything to deserve to be betrayed in such a way by anyone. And 2 rights definitely don't make it. 2 wrongs definitely don't make it right. Excuse me. You know where I was going with it anyway. However, 2 wrongs don't make it right. All 2 wrongs do is have you both look at each other and can't trust each other as far as you can see one another. And what good is that in any relationship? It's time to have conversations on a real level, folks. Get with your person. Find out, are they happy? Are they okay? What do they want? Are they willing? Is that something they're interested in? Get in their head. Find out what it is. Especially if you already done caught them once. And if you caught them more than once, that's just too much anyway. So have the conversation. And to the party that will be doing this, male or female, and in most cases, not stepping on every male out there, I found that most men can't have that done back to them. And if you know it's something you can't have done back to you, then don't do it. I don't get it. I have the privilege of talking to many men in a day because I work in an arena that's mostly male dominant. So I ask questions. You hear them talking about their little mistress or their girl on the side or whatever, and I'm saying, okay, so why you have a girl on the side? What is your wife doing? What do you mean what my wife doing? I said, if you have someone on the side, does she have someone on the side as well? And he'll say, oh no, that's not right. Women can't. Who said women can't? When they get to speaking like that to me, I say some selfish male said that mess. Because I keep it simple. And I'm going to keep this simple for every person out there that's listening right now who may be the doer in the relationship or the person that is being done to in the relationship. Don't do anything to anyone that you cannot have done back to you. And keep it real simple, people. Treat your person exactly the way you want them to treat you. You understand? Real simple math. Not hard. Treat them exactly how you would have them treat you, and don't do anything. I mean, not one thing that you can't take coming back to you. Simple. But we need to stop. Ladies, we need to get it together. And fellas, get your head on straight. If you have a beautiful woman at home and you love her, then be there with her. Let her know what you feel like you're lacking. Have a conversation with her. Because women get fed up with you guys walking around with a lot of secrets and things like that. Stop it. We're adults. Talk about it. Let her know what you're looking for, what you need. And if she's not something you're in love with and you want to spend your life with, then move on out and get free yourself and free her from the constant heartache and betrayal. And that goes in reverse. If you females are the culprits out there doing it in certain relationships, if he's not enough for you, let him go. Let him go someplace where he's going to be appreciated and loved like he should. You know, and then we're raising these children up in these households looking at all this nonsense going on, and they don't know whether is this how life is. Keep it 100 with yourself. And I know women, we're equipped a certain way. You know, we were designed to be nurturing and caring because we would give birth to children. That's cool and all. And that same nurturing spirit is also meant to be put towards our spouses. So I get it. We forgive more than we should sometimes. You know? But if that forgiveness have you out here going crazy and have you feeling like you're going to do the same thing he did to you, what good is that going to bring? So at the end of the day, you need to sit with self and find out, what do I want? Do I deserve this? How many more forgivenesses should I give to this situation? And be real with yourself about it. And one thing I want to put on top of that when it comes to relationships, and I'm going to speak on marriage for one right now, because a lot of us get caught up with this thing till death do us part. You're correct. We did say that. That is in the Bible. It is written for all those that believe in the word. But we also have free will over our own lives to make decisions and choices. So now you need to find out, is this even the person God had for me? Or is it someone that I just decided to pick for myself? You know? And with that being said, I don't believe that God would want anyone in any relationship where their heart is constantly broken on a daily basis or what looks like daily. If you're laughing more than you're crying, then I think it's worth holding on to. But if you find yourself crying more than you're laughing, it's time to start looking at some other options or possibilities. And I'm not going to say throw away your whole future or life with this person, but speak about it. Get the necessary counseling or support you need to help bridge that gap or whatever you guys may be experiencing at that time. But one thing for certain, you must have the conversation. And fellas, you guys tend to walk around kind of icy and cold, like nothing really phases you one way or the other. I see this a lot with guys. And all that is, what I see when I look at it is just like a fear. It's a fear. Like, if I show my emotions, will it make me look soft? No, it makes you look human. And women respect the man to the highest that can unveil himself with her, especially if she is his woman or he has that connection with her that, hey, I can be myself with this person. Go ahead and let it out. Unveil yourself. Talk about it. You'll be surprised how much lighter you'll feel when you start to unburden some of these things that you walk around with, trying to act as if you're all together when you're not. Some people can see straight through that. Some women look at you and say, wow, he's so hurt. Who did it to you? I didn't do it to you. You know, we have to do better, people. And ladies, I'm holding you to the highest accountability right now because we are nurturers. and caregivers. We give birth to children. And if we're walking around with a lot of scars and bruises to the point that we can't even embrace one another as queens, then we're messing up the system for the next generation of women coming behind us. We need to learn how to embrace each other. We need to learn how to come together. We need to learn how to uplift one another and let each other know, I admire you. I think you are so pretty. You are beautiful. I like your outfit today. Like, give a woman a little something else outside of this catty mess that we do. And when I say we, I don't consider myself a person that give off that energy to women. I embrace women all day. Hey, beautiful. How are you? I see you, sexy. Because we need that from one another. But I say we because I am a woman. I am a queen. I am a sister. I am a friend. And I'm just sick of looking at us, beautiful women out here, all of us, and can't find a means to embrace each other. It has to stop. It has to stop. So I'm challenging all of my ladies to the front. Let's get it. Let's get this thing back to perspective. Let's get back to the point where each one reach one. You see a sister, pick her up, give her a smile, give her a hug.